of the parents. I can also already anticipate some of the response that will be coming from the Kremlin. They will most likely deny that the ICC has any jurisdiction whatsoever over the Russian government, over Vladimir Putin. And it's not just them. I mean, I can recall that the Trump administration publicly saying the ICC has no jurisdiction over the U.S. government. So it's a powerful statement. It's a bold statement, the issuing of this arrest warrant, but it will likely have little effect whatsoever on the day-to-day behavior and policies of Putin himself. It is, though, a strong message to Russia and to the Russian military that people are watching its behavior on the ground here. This is just one case, one very high-profile case that has just been announced. I was just yesterday meeting with a Ukrainian police officer here in charge of hundreds of investigators, and he says most of their work right now is to gather information about alleged Russian war crimes on the ground here. You're hearing air raid sirens over my shoulder. Every time the Russian military fires rockets, cruise missiles, artillery at Ukrainian towns and cities, investigators come in soon after to document that and to prepare cases against the Russian military for alleged war crimes. Kate?
Ivan, stick with me if you could, because David Mackenzie's in Kyiv. He's joining us now with some more perspective. And David, what more can you tell us about this very issue? Ivan laid it out so well, but the abduction, deportation of children out of Ukraine. I've heard reports of some as young as 4 months old.
Well, it's certainly an extremely significant moment, this, that a sitting head of state, particularly Vladimir Putin, whose country is on the Permanent Security Council, being issued an arrest warrant by the International Criminal Court. It is very rare for a head of state to face this kind of warrant. And even if, as Ivan says, in the short term it is symbolic, it is hugely symbolic. And this case deals with the thousands of children alleged to have been taken from their parents or coerced from their parents, taken from Russian-occupied areas of Ukraine into what the researchers and the ICC has called re-education camps. Now, we've spoken to children and parents just a few weeks ago. We told the story of parents going into Crimea and rescuing their children from these kind of re-education camps. At the most serious, allegation talks about the orphans that were taken from state facilities and into Russia, given to Russian parents. Now, while Vladimir Putin and the head of his group that is involved with children's rights have been named in this arrest warrant, they will say, and they have repeatedly said, this is an issue of them protecting the children, something that really doesn't fly with the facts. When you look at these children going to these camps and being taught in Russian, being forced to sing the Russian national anthem, separated there from their parents forcibly, those parents often and still are separated from those children. So a very important symbolic moment, just one case of many that has been looked at to accuse Russian officials, the president and their military men of war crimes.